Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to UFC News. This is the fourth episode. Guys, can you actually, be subscribing, please? um, yeah, it does help me, because then at least you guys won't miss any UFC news at all. So, yeah, we're gonna go into the first news story. So, Brandon Vera is returning to the heavyweight division, as MMAJunkie.com reports that he'll be taking on Ben Rothwell at UFC 164 in Milwaukee this August. Vera, who at one time harboured notions of being a champion in both the heavyweight and light heavyweight division, moves back up from 205 pounds for the first time since June of 2008. He struggled in recent years in the light heavyweight division and has just won one fight in the last 5 outings. He's in just as much as a win here as Rothwell, who returns close to home for this event in Milwaukee. Rothwell's 2-3 in his last 5 fights in the UFC, most recently losing by submission against Gabriel Gonzaga in January. UFC 164 takes place on August 31st, coinciding with the 110th anniversary of Milwaukee's own Harley Davidson. No headliner yet been set for the card. So I'm glad, because Brandon Vera is actually a real big favourite of mine. I do like Brandon Vera because he's a good fighter, and I enjoy watching him. So yeah, it'd be good to see him, and he put the performance of his life against Shogun Vera, so it'd be good to see that. So we're going to be moving into Michael Chiesa, who will be talking to us about, well, not talking to us, but we'll be telling you about his opponent changing. So there's been a change to the UFC on Fox 8 card in Seattle this July, as visa issues have reportedly kept Reza Madadi from taking part in the card. That's the word from UFC Fuel TV's UFC Tonight program, which reported on Tuesday that Michael Chiesa will now meet Jorg Masvidal on the card near Chisora's current residence. Chisora, the undefeated winner of The Ultimate Fighter's live season on FX last year, followed up on his tournament win from last year when he submitted Anton Kuvanen in February. Masvidal enters his second fight in the UFC. The lightweight Strikeforce title challenger made his UFC debut last month, defeating Tim Means in a competitive fight on the undercard of UFC on Fox 7. Michael Chiesa was my favourite on that Ultimate Fighter card. He is my favourite in the lower divisions, and I'm really glad to see him fighting. Hopefully he should be able to beat the matey, but the guy's quite a good fighter. Holding nothing against him, but I think Chiesa will have too much for him. So now we're going to be moving about the UFC 165 arena and where it's going to be held. So earlier this year, the UFC declared that they will be bringing annual events to Canada multiple times each year for the next few events. Those annual cards include at least a March date in Montreal, a September in Toronto, and a summer date in the smaller market this year, where that will be Winnipeg. Because of that announcement, fans in Toronto already know that they're getting a UFC return on September the 21st, but now it's an event that has an official title, UFC 165. The event was confirmed on Tuesday night's UFC Tonight program on Fuel TV, and it will see the organisation return to Air Canada Centre. It's the third time the UFC has gone to that venue, with the previous 2 each housing John Jones bouts against Lyoto Machida at UFC 140 and against Vitor Belfort last September at UFC 152. No fights have been scheduled yet for the event, and it seems it's just the 2nd of September after 5 cards from August the 3rd through to September the 4th. So, yeah, Winnipeg, not Winnipeg, the Air Canada Arena will be getting another UFC event. So, be good to see that. Obviously no fights confirmed yet, so not too bothered really, but, it's going to be in Canada again, so it'll be good to see. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. My name has been the MMA News Channel. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. My name has been MMA News Channel, and we'll see you next time, guys, for UFC News. Don't forget to subscribe. Come on, guys, keep subscribing, liking, commenting. Come on, we need our first commenter. See you next time, guys, and peace.